Salute and welcome to Wild Country Daily Adventures. First of all, make sure you hit that like button, make sure you share the video, and make sure you, most importantly, subscribe to the channel for more uploads and lives to come. Now, let's get into the story. This is from Reuters. YouTube supposedly came up with a settlement to pay $24.5 million to Trump for suspension on his channel. So, it goes on to say Reuters. Alphabet-owned YouTube has agreed to pay $24.5 million to settle a lawsuit that U.S. President Trump brought against the company over the suspension of his account following the January 2021 U.S. Capitol riots, a court filing showed on Monday. They go on to say the deal makes Google the last of the three big tech companies to resolve lawsuits Trump brought in July 2021, accusing them of unlawfully silencing viewpoints. They go on to say Trump had also sued Twitter, now known as X, and Facebook, owned Meta, as well as Alphabet's Google and their chief executive in July 2021. They go on to say Meta and X agreed earlier this year to pay to settle the lawsuits. They go on to say under the YouTube settlement, $22 million will be paid on Trump's behalf to the Trust for the National Mall, a non-profit that the filing says is dedicated to the construction of a $200 million ballroom that Trump is building at the White House. Work on the 90,000 square foot facility is expected to be completed long before Trump's four-year term ends in January 2029. Now, I got a few questions, okay? First of all, what about all the other channels that have lost theirs due to the same exact thing that you went through with suspension because their viewpoints weren't on Google's list, wasn't on their objective, it wasn't on their, they just didn't push that narrative. It wasn't on their narrative, is what I'm trying to say. The YouTube guidelines narrative didn't fit the viewpoints of most of these channel content creators. So it wasn't just Trump. If you're going to pay millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars to a president, I think you need to take care of the people that are everyday content creators that wanted to get their viewpoint across, whether it was true, false, whatever. It's still the point that they have free speech. So they should get a reimbursement too. Everybody else should get a reimbursement too. And why do we need to know that he's putting money to a 90,000 square foot ballroom? Like they need to put money into the White House. Like they need to put so many hundreds of thousands into a ballroom so you can... What? There's many other things in the United States that could be fixed with this money. There's communities, there's cities, there's towns, there's farms, there's roads, bunch of different things that money could go to instead of a ballroom. What are we doing? What are we doing? Let me know what your opinions are, what you're thinking in the comment section below. And again, peace out.